He did.
I know I'm the worst. I already said that shit. All right. Okay, I actually have to back off, they're telling me. This has never happened before. I was told to eat this mic like a wiener, and that is what I do. All right, so, those of you that don't know me, my name is Aaron Scantlin. I do the news. This is a bunch of the things that the news is here. We're gonna see if my timings are working well enough or not. I'm pretty sure they work. Oh, thank fuck. All right. So if you want these links, they're going to be posted there in the Slack. I haven't done it yet. I will when I get off stage. It's going to be fun. Also, it's my 9-year wedding anniversary, and I'm here because I love you all. My wife's in the corner. Yeah, they love me, babe. All right, USPS, we got 60 million records that were exposed. USPS didn't do shit until Brian Krebs talked to them about it. It was a bug in an API that allowed them to look at a bunch of shit like your address and your phone number and all this other shit. We got another breach of Vovox. This is a bunch of text message database. It was full of everything from like one-time pins to shipping notifications, everything in between. Each record was meticulously tagged in detail. These assholes left it exposed. What else is new? I mean, we've seen this a lot. Atrium Health had quite possibly the worst healthcare breach of the year, or up to date so far, if they find the findings are correct. Something like 2.65 million bits of information there with all that shit gone. Damn, it was a third-party vendor that lost all that. Marriott International dumpster fire has gone on for a while. It's only 383 compromised records, not 500 million. There's also 25.5 million passports, 5.25 million of those being unencrypted. Fuck my life if that's one of me. We had a password manager get compromised, so basically everyone that was registered prior to January 6th, 2018, yeah, all the shit that you gave that company is gone. Now they encrypted the passwords, so hey, that's good, but still not good. Click2Gov actually has been compromised. They have come back and said, you know, we've tried to patch this, we don't know why this shit is still vulnerable. Interestingly enough, Topeka, Kansas is one of the affected cities, so if you pay your utility bills and you live in Topeka, oops, you might want to stop. Town of Salem is some game that is the hot new rage. All of their credentials were stolen recently. The passwords were in the form of PHP Pass, MD5, and yeah, so they've already cracked like 27% of those, I believe. Quora, which is like some budget-ass Yahoo Answers, had 100 million records stolen. Let's see, the passwords were also cryptography. They're fucking encrypted. So that's good, but still, there's a federal shutdown going on right now. You can go to pretty much any fucking website that's useful for us blue teamers from the feds and can't hit it right now. I feel like it would have taken less resources to just keep that shit online, but yeah, right? I know, novel concept. First major flaw in Kubernetes was found, so again, it's not that, you know, oh, it's fucked, the Kubernetes is bad now. No, it's just that, like, this is the first big one, so hey, make note of it, and if you've got an environment, fucking patch it. Basically, it made it so that an authorized fuck it, never mind. We've got some people that were snooping in on EU diplomatic cables, so I guess someone fished some representatives from the country of Cyprus, and then they listened to the other communications, so then, you know, what you gonna do? And Cyprus is gonna cite. I can't even make that one up. So the thing is like, all right, maybe you can understand the concepts of security and never fucking use a computer and it'd be okay. It's probably as bad as it sounds though, all right? Amazon, so we've seen misconfigured S3 buckets be at the root of a lot of these data breaches. It's not even Amazon's fucking fault, and they are doing more to make it so that you fucking can't do it. It's awesome, so they're making it even more difficult for you to make your shit public. Microsoft had a couple of MFA outages over the course of November, so 2 major ones actually. The second one right after they got done explaining the first one. It's all right, that it happens. It's good to know that you have a backup plan, goddammit. Let's see, Umbro Brazil got compromised by not 1, but 2 card skimmers. The first card skimmer was just skimming cards. Second card skimmer was like, fuck that first card skimmer, and they started sending them bad cards. Man, that is devious. So this isn't bad, actually. This is probably one of the coolest pieces of research I've seen in the past couple of months. Guy made an awesome teardown on reversing the Subaru Starlink. I'm pretty sure Julie has a car with one of these in it. So, I mean, hey, let's watch YouTube while we're driving around with Julie. It's gonna be awesome. No, Lauren has it. Damn it, I did it. 3VE was, 3VE got taken down. Huge ad fraud ring. Basically like 1 million plus IP addresses doing ad fraud, raking in lots of money. A bunch of printers got compromised to this time spur a bunch of pro-PewDiePie propaganda. Apparently he's not going to be like the most subscribed to YouTube channel soon. All right, you know, hey, better this than anti-Semitic stuff, I guess. But again, when are we going to learn? We see this year after year after year. Yep, that happened too. The Australian government just doesn't give a shit about your secure communications, and that's fine, I guess. We'll see what happens. It's probably going to spell bad things for us, thanks to the Five Eyes agreement that our government has with them as well. Let's see, we've got a report here from, I don't remember which company, talking about this group called London Blue. They are a BEC scam ring, so they've gone and, you know, profiled all these people. I guess the weird thing about these guys is that they operate like a real business with like sales management and shit. Here is yet another report, this time on a group that's called being called Stolen Pencil. Looking real cool. They targeted academia, so near and dear to my heart as I work at a university. Yay! Basically, they were installing keyloggers and going after credentials. What else is new? Australia's early warning network alert system was hacked. This isn't government run, but they are like the upstream for a lot of government systems for like early warning, so like brush fires and stuff they alert people to. Really bad faith there. Your stuff's hacked. So my man Aaron Crawford is actually going to tell you a little bit more about this later on. But there are a lot of issues with the digitizing of DNA, so I'm definitely not going to talk a lot about that because the other Aaron is going to do that, but still, really cool talk coming up tonight. ESET is giving us a teardown on OpenSSH backdoors. They actually started looking at these a few years ago and wound up discovering a bunch of them that nobody had known to exist yet, so this report contains about 3 years worth of research on all of that. Let's see, we've got the Nomad exploit kit. This is targeting home and Soho routers, not necessarily in the US just yet, but basically it gets a foothold through one user, making them download and run some dumb bullshit. Then it tries to exploit your router and hijack your DNS settings and thus fuck over everyone else. We had a nice round of phishing with a side of bomb threat. I know a couple of higher ed institutions had that happen. This is a spin on the sextortion scam, but this time they said we're going to blow you up with, I don't know, blow-up-y, compound-y bomb things. Turns out that the border agents are pretty bad at data hygiene, so they have searched something like 25,000 people's phones coming in and out of the border over the past year. Turns out they don't delete that data whenever they ought to, so bad news bears. We had someone get caught stealing from Langley Air Force Base over the course of like, from 2001 to 2018, so 17 years, stealing $1.7 million. Well, I mean, but they didn't find it. Man, yeah. How can you get it that long? So you can't get it right now because of that fucking federal shutdown, but the House Oversight Committee report on the Equifax breach, holy shit. Get a hold of that whenever the gov comes back because it's an amazing read, like should be mandatory for Blue Team. Trend Micro has released a report talking about how shitty Holop VPN is essentially. So they detailed numerous false claims that Holop VPN makes. Essentially, Holop VPN is an unencrypted web proxy, not a VPN. Let's see, Microsoft released an out-of-band patch for Internet Explorer. So again, you know shit's bad whenever Microsoft's like, fuck, all right, here you guys go. This happened right before, Christmas, so lots of fun for the enterprises out there. We had a huge trove of data drop that implicates a lot of German politicians. So it's kind of a lot of info from a lot of really, what we suspect are a lot of different sources just because of all of the different data that's in there, but there's not a lot of knowledge about where it came from. This is a really cool tool that got dropped, IPv666, the address of the beast. Basically, NAT doesn't exist in IPv6. There's some interesting things about IPv6 that I didn't know until I read about this tool. Check it out, I highly encourage. Reversing APKs is generally pretty easy to do if you've got paid-for tools, but it's less easy if you're working in the free space. This guy decided that sucks and made something that will allow you to turn an APK into an Android Studio project very quickly. We've got a Google Translator reverse shell tool, so this does exactly what it sounds. Basically, you've got a machine that ends up talking out to Google Translate, and you've got a listener that then receives that info due to some like voice processing component that Google Translate does. So kind of cool. Let's see, we got a new TCP over DNS mechanism called Thunder DNS. So they compared this against DNS Cat2, Iodine, DNS to TCP, Heyoka, and Ozyman DNS. It wasn't as fast as Iodine, but it was more fault tolerant than all of those solutions. So kind of cool. Uncaptcha 2 came out, and Google was made aware of that, but that's okay. NSA said go ahead and release it, so I imagine they're going to change how CAPTCHA works in the very near future. We'll see, though. I have no insider information there. I think this is it. Shit. Man, my timer didn't work for this because it was a GIF. That's what I get for production value. Oh no, this is ruined! I can't go faster!
Fuck this!
I told them it would only take 10.5 minutes! Alright, we've got a new reverse proxy. We're back on schedule, it's fine. It's called Modlishka. It's designed for use with self-phishing exercises. It was built in Go. It has built-in support for 2FA phishing. Very nice stuff. Get it, it's cool. The NSA is going to release Ghidra in March at the RSA conference here in 2019. Ghidra was first heard about from the CIA Vault 7 leaks. It is a Java-based reverse engineering toolkit. We'll see what that is soon. And then finally, be European, file a GDPR request with Amazon, get that sweet personal data, also get 1.7 thousand voice files that aren't mine, my reaction when. That. And that is the news.